We begin with Kobe's beef, and I should state at the outset that there is no indication that Mr. Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers are going to part ways anytime soon. However, I think it is absolutely certain that unless, and this is not to get too ghost of Christmas yet to come or anything on you, but unless things change, whenever Kobe and the Lakers do part ways, there will be no endless farewell tour, there will be no cake, and the Lakers will not give Bryant a statue of himself made out of toilet paper. And now you know why sports teams usually ban reporters from practice. And now you know why the Lakers usually ban Kobe from practice. Of course, they call it resting him. That floating team meeting and tough love swearing festival was at Bryant's first full practice with the Lakers in more than 2 weeks. I'm sure Nick Young and Jeremy Lin were delighted to see him back. And Mitch Kupchak, who for some reason thinks Kobe is going to retire when his contract expires at the end of next season, when maybe he'll be playing for the Sixers, or alongside Stephon Marbury with the Beijing Ducks of the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association. After some of the surprise wore off, Kobe insisted to reporters that there was not very much different from all his other Laker practices on that Thursday afternoon, which makes you suddenly actually feel a little sorry for Shaquille O'Neal. But I'm not buying that this was an average day, because if that had been the case at some point since his debut, somebody abused like that by Kobe Bryant with witnesses present would have snapped, and Bryant would be DNP TWNOHH. Did not play, teammate went nuts on his hiney. Are we at critical mass as Kobe Bryant outlived his usefulness to his franchise? Between the pulling back of that curtain at practice yesterday and the stats, he's on that road. We just don't know how far he's gotten down that road or how long management has thought he's been on that road. Ah, the stats. Laker wins this year, Bryant 21.3 shots and 7.5 assists per. Laker losses, Bryant just under 23 shots, just under 4 assists per. Byron Scott's suicidal strategy, don't take three-pointers, push to the basket, not for Kobe. He has chosen none of the above. 300 missed shots this season, including 73 out of his 138 attempts between 16 and 23 feet away. And getting to the rim, only 79 shots taken, just 16% of all of his shots. This is a bad mix. There's outcomes in the refrigerator, the door is closed, the lights are out, the eggs are cooling, the butter's getting hard, and bye, Felicia. So, final outcome here? Does Kobe slowly, almost imperceptibly give in to what Winston Churchill once called the long, dismal, drawling tides of drift and surrender? Or does one day he humiliate Jeremy Lin in practice and then just snap and start wildly throwing punches and, as another philosopher once said, not just burn the bridges, but napalm them? Look, not all the greats go out with parades. The toast of Chicago, Brian Urlacher, is still waiting for a second improved offer from the Bears. The first one was 2 years ago. We didn't know that when he left the Rangers, Mark Messier, whose New York teammates referred to him as God, did so on bad terms, but upon his return 3 seasons later, he and Madison Square Garden executive Dave Checketts literally buried a hatchet. Johnny Unitas, the personification of the Baltimore Colts, went out in flames and may have taken a coach with him. Don McCafferty would not bench Unitas in 1972. Unitas would not ask to be benched, so owner Bob Irsay reportedly fired McCafferty and supposedly hired coach John Sandusky on the condition that he sit Johnny U and play Marty Domrez instead. Willie Mays, among the choices for second greatest baseball player of all time, is as much remembered for this one image during his last week as a player. And he wasn't even involved in the play the umpire called. He was on deck at the time. Y.A. Tittle won 31 out of 37 regular season games over 3 golden campaigns with the Giants. This is the iconic image of his departure from his 4th to last game in his nightmarish 2-10-2 final season. Oh yeah, the helmet that cracked when that happened, they put that on display at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Kobe Bryant can't control the outcome. He'll have to quit someday like everybody else. He can only control the process. I mean, Babe Ruth went out badly. In 1933, at the age of 38, he still managed to hit 34 homers, drive in 104 runs, compile a 1.023 OPS, and finish 8th in all of baseball in WAR among position players. The next year, he went from big to fat. He completely misread his bosses. He demanded they fire manager Joe McCarthy and make him the manager. And at season's end, the Yankees cut him. The Yankees cut Babe Ruth. He would only again wear Major League uniforms, other Major League uniforms, for 164 more games, and 98 of those were as a first base coach. Moral of the story, Kobe, your teammates may in fact be soft as toilet paper. And while I can tell you from personal experience that the silver lining to going down in flames is that you never have to worry about it getting cold, you might want to start challenging yourself and your team not to win games you all cannot win, but instead to arrange a smooth transition so you don't end up like Y.A. Tittle's helmet or Babe Ruth.